Hey everyone, we are back with Alice Merchant up against New Angel's Sol. This should be interesting. Our opening hand is not as great as I would like. If we install this window, put 1 credit, we can click for 2, play this. Maybe it's okay. We'll try it. I would like to have a little more money, but we'll get started this way. And they are moneying up with Beanstalk royalties. So no Sweep Speak anymore out of NBN, so they have to look at alternative sources. Now, if they have something like Brian Stinson, they're going to be pretty happy. And lots of splashes for economy. So that is interesting. I think our turn here is credit, gamble, because we don't want to get hit with hard-hitting news. If we try and go for the mining accident, it won't be worth the bad publicity or the 5 spent. So yeah, let's just take it easy a little bit. Build ourselves up. Next turn, we can go for the Amakua. Nope, not anymore. That's fine though. Remember, the Sol packs a lot of annoying ice, but we can face check while there's no current alive at least. Or we can just keep crediting up, putting down money, things like that. We can draw again. Put down 2 daily casts. Get rid of an MK Ultra, I think. So next turn we're going to have a lot of money. They are also moneying up pretty rapidly as well. And now they've found targeted marketing, and they're going to say, well, MK Ultra works, yeah. So we might have to give them the 10 at some point. We'll run and check 1 or 2 things, will we? No, I still think we can hold off on the money front. 1 more pitch Black Orchestra. So now we need to find an agenda, but no matter what, they're going to name a breaker probably. So possibly should keep the Black Orchestra in hand. So you have to assume this is a sentry. It seems as that's what they're not icing. We could put Maw down. Go for a poke. It seems okay. Let's go for the most unprotected thing so far. Now, if they hit us with an Archangel, that will be pretty bad. Oh no, they're not going to res. Interesting. We see another targeted marketing, which we don't hit. Let's mining accident. They pay 5, that's fair enough. And let's draw a lot. So we have the 3 breakers available to us. We also have ApocAlyce. So it might be something we're thinking about. Draw. We need to find our DDoS. Speak of the devil. There it is. So that will certainly help us. Let's take some money. Pop this down. Draw 1 more. And let's put paperclip in. So we can think about an ApocAlyce next turn, especially as they start spreading their ice pretty thin, and install something. I think it's worth a try. We'd lose Maw, which sucks. I think it's worth a go though. Let's pop this. Let's run R&D. We see improved tracers, which we take. So we don't get a Maw trigger. They will get to replant targeted marketing. Possibly for ApocAlyce. Paper tripping. Okay. Yeah, that was an unusual targeted marketing. So, paperclip. Yeah, that makes more sense. Let's go archives. We're more than likely going to give them 10 credits at some point. So we might as well get our caduceus. Yeah, let's get MK Ultra out. See if we can find anything good. Archives interface would be nice to have in a way, but hopefully they're not playing traps. Target marketing goes to the bin. MCA informant, interesting. Ash, good to see. So now let's run HQ. They're probably going to get a credit lead on us. Oh, we get around the paperclip call. We need to do it twice. So not cheap. And we might get a mall fire here. We see hedge fund, something goes in the bin. And ApocAlyce. So thankfully we didn't have to depend on the paperclip. Next turn I think archives interface run is a good idea. And especially when they're not going to ice up. Possibly should put this down as well. Let's remove... Oh, thing's too small. Let's remove which. A lot of tracing stuff going on here. We could get rid of targeted marketing, which is kind of fun, but this will go in the bin anyway. Data Raven's probably the most annoying. And let's just credit up. Just in case of hard hitting news. Even though checking HQ here is probably good as well. So we have lost access to MK Ultra. We do have other breakers on the board, and we have this one here, so not terrible. Archive's going to be iced up. That makes sense too. We could money up. Give them an agenda. Doesn't seem terrible, although we could just press our advantage as well. Let's check HQ. Hopefully we don't see hard hitting news as one of our two. Instead we get a global food. That also works. So targeted marketing comes out again for paperclip again. Let's take a poke and see what the last is. Just hedge fund. And we should have known that. So now let's see, they will indeed go for the score. Which is going to improve the tracer ice, which they're playing a lot of. We could just day job here, or we could try and get this a little more alive, which isn't terrible. It's hedge fund and something, so it's not that exciting. I think in fact we actually just money up. So resistor is going to be a little more powerful. The trace, however, will be stronger, which means paperclip will have to come out at some point. And nothing in hand. Okay, that gives us time to set up a little bit more. Chop bot will be good. System out of it here actually is pretty good. So I like the disruption element. And with 0 cards in hand, this could do work. Now I'm surprised how quickly they've bounced back with ice. Well, they're just going to take money and preemptive. Seems good. some of the more annoying things going back into R&D. Not the greatest of draws. Well, they're just going to install everything that they draw, it seems. Can money up here again, or set ourselves up slightly longer term. I think we draw. DDoS is okay as well. Let's get that down for 1 credit. Yeah, not terrible. Gain a credit. Yay, system outage fires. I'm actually liking it. It is a little annoying. So they've lost 3 credits that turn between the draw install. That's not terrible. Meanwhile, we find double ApocAlyce. So let's money up. I think soon we want to check out archives again. We want to start running elsewhere. Wow, all the money. I think we start poking bits and pieces here. Although it's kind of a boring run on archives, because they don't trash anything from hand. Let's run R&D and try and get them to spend some money. That'll do it, right? So we're going to take a tag. Do we install Paperclip and give them 10 credits? Or pay 4 into a trace? Yeah, we have to go for the setup at some point. Oh wait, target marketing's gone, of course. My memory sometimes. Oh. Alright then. So it's going to be 2 trace 5s for 2 damage and then 2 credits. 2 damage, my hand isn't great aside from the 2 ApocAlyce, and we lose neither. Two credits here is fine as well. I think actually another ApocAlyce is fine. See Caduceus, so they're going to bounce back pretty quick. We could remove 2 tags, or we could be exciting and just run everywhere. So let's remove. Actually, no, they have 2 targeted marketings now. Let's get rid of Data Raven. Newshound. Okay, that will fire. And unfortunately, it ends the run because of our own current. The irony of it all. Anyway, let's run server 2. Force them to either res some more stuff or give us an agenda. Or that. So not our most productive of turns. I will admit to that. thought is still dangerous. And now everything's getting a little bit bigger. Target marketing, presumably MK Ultra. Yep. We can actually remove a tag here, which is good fun. So let's run archives a couple of times maybe, try and get this up and running, because then we won't have to depend on MK Ultra. Let's go for Ash is always annoying, so let's do that. And we can just keep milling stuff away from there. Money is always good as well. Let's start with Beanstalk because they are quite poor at the moment. Now they're going to res Gutenberg. So we'll take the extra tag. And the question is, do we want to end up on one more tag? Actually, could have used this. Archives once more. Just keep chipping away at some money. Let's get rid of Amico is good for post. I think the archives interface. They may purge here. Interesting. Okay. So if we run our archives once more, the ApocAlyce is turned on again. We don't actually need anything. We don't need... Yeah, I think we sell this to remove a tag. Let's run archives. Nope. So if we map this out, this is going to cost us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means we do not have enough to ApocAlyce this time around. There we go. Of course, we could just take tags all around, couldn't we? So how much would that save us? Pay one, pay one. I think we can land the ApocAlyce if we take loads of tags. I need to get out of this whole habit of breaking every subroutine in sight. So if we take this one here, we have 7 credits. We need to pay 2, 5, 4, 3. So we're actually going to take the Gutenberg tag. Let's get rid of resistor because it could be annoying. Let's run R&D. Let the trace fire. Break the end of the run. So if they res resistor, that will hurt. Target marketing again. Go on, show me resistor. Has to be somewhere. Oh. So we ApocAlyce, and then how do we close this game out? Now with 8 tags, 0 credits on both sides, which is kind of amazing. They are drawing frantically, and they stick AnIce in front of HQ. Yeah, that makes sense as well. So let's run R&D. Just the IPO, not exciting. Let's run archives, force them to discard something. Let's run HQ. Resistor. That'll be annoying. But where do they put it? There you go. There seems good. Let's run R&D. We're just going to run a lot now. Archangel. Let's run archives, force them to discard the last card in here. And credit up. Okay, so we're taking a bit of time off each, possibly Archangel, so let's take a poke, just to see. Actually, it is Archangel, it's the only thing they drew. Global food. And let's go again. What do you target marketing against? A person who has nothing, including no money. Paperclip. And the other global food. So that was a bit of a whirlwind game. 2 ApocAlyces landing. We just about got around the target of marketing, because that 10 credit shift would have been massive. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. I really like this deck, and I will post a link as soon as Mike publishes it, once Netrunner DB makes it legal. And I will also include some of the changes that we've considered, because we've tweaked a bit but haven't quite landed on, you know, the last bits of influence you use. If you've watched the games, you'll notice I'm now not playing one of the restricted cards, which seems a little unusual, so we'll see. But as always, thank you for watching.